Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Lauren Haven, and today we have a guest star.
Hi.
You want to say her name?
Oh, I'm Dante.
Okay. I'm gonna have Dante voice over this video as best as he can. But first, this is gonna be a tutorial video for the nails and the thumbnail. I was gonna say thumb screen. So yeah, we're about to go in with an 80 grit file, and we're gonna buff the nails.
Skin them.
Okay, skin them is crazy. So
Skin them.
why do we do this part?
The same way you sand anything, you know what I'm saying? It helps everything hold better.
Great answer, Steve. Great answer. So this was a 30-piece nail set that I did, and I'm only gonna show me doing the 5 nails. Like, I'm not gonna show y'all the entire 30 nails. It's the same design. But yeah, so we're just going in, sanding them with the 80/80 file.
I thought you said the file had ADHD. Go ahead.
No, this is a very coarse file. So if you're like someone that's scared that you might take too much off, try using a higher number, because the higher the number, the softer it is. The lower the number, the more coarse it is. So I'm just going in and smoothing it out just a tad bit with my buffer to remove the dust. Not the dust, the hard edges, and then we're gonna dust off the dust. So what's the next step after we do that?
Yeah, see, okay, once you get done sanding them down, what you're gonna do is put the bottom base coat on. That's what you do. That's gonna make them re-shiny.
So yes, we're gonna go in and do a layer of base coat. Some people like to use it, some people don't. I prefer using it. I think that it helps like give me that starting layer, you know, like a foundation. So I just go in and I do that, and then I cure it for 30 seconds. And then what do we do after the base coat?
See, after you put on your base coat, you got to get the bottom layer of color, the skin tone color.
No, not yet. We got to go in with builder gel first.
I don't know if you're doing this builder gel. You don't do builder gel for all of them.
Well, only don't do builder gel for my baddies on a budget. This is a custom set.
Oh, this is a custom. I didn't know which one we was doing.
Yeah, this is a custom set. So.
See, I would have known if you would have told me. I didn't know.
So I'm going in with a layer of builder gel, and the layer does not need to be thick because of the tips that we're using. They're pretty thick on themselves.
And you don't want to over stiffen the nail, because you want to be able to take them off without breaking them. Right. And you want to be able to put them to the right nail base. You got to have a little flex in there.
Right. He knows something. He knows something.
I'm not smart, don't listen.
So I'm holding it upside down so that it can self-level, but you want it to self-level. You can drink it. You want it to self-level upside down and not like sitting straight up, because it'll just run to the sides of the nail. So now I'm going in with my base color. I'm going to do 2 coats of this. The color that we're using today is a color that I mixed and made myself. Because she didn't have access to my base colors. When I send out size kits, I send out base colors as well. But she didn't have that. So we're just going to go with this one and cure the 2 layers both for 60 seconds. Is there anything you want to say? Okay.
Nobody do body like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I snooze and miss the moment? You're just too important. Nobody do body like you do. You do.
So after I do my 2 layers and I cure both of those layers for 60 seconds each, I'm going to go in with a layer of base coat and cure that for 30 seconds. And then we're going to wipe it down with alcohol. I forgot to include that part in the clip. I might not have recorded it on accident. I don't know. But after we do that base coat layer, we're going to go in and buff. The reason we do a layer of base coat is that because we want that base coat layer to protect whatever color or design that we put under the base coat before you buff. So that is why I go in with the base coat. And also we're going to be doing chrome. So I went ahead and just buffed all of the nails, because at this point I actually did not know what design I was doing, but I know that she said she wanted chrome. So I was like, well, let me go ahead.
Everything's chrome.
I was like, just let me go ahead and buff all of them. I like to use the buffing method when I do chrome instead of the matte top coat method, because personal preference. Do whatever.
I don't know what that means.
It's just different ways to do chrome, like isolated chrome, so the chrome don't stick to everything. So yeah, I'm just going in buffing this, and then after I buff, I'm going to wipe it down with alcohol again. And
I'd be down.
Yeah, then we're going to go in and do our designs.
That's fine for you. I do that 3-4 times again. I testify for you. I told I like you, that bitch. I do it all, and I'm around. You scared to do it. I'm not. As long as you joking now, it for me. I ain't got it. I've been scheming, looting. I ain't your body. As long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. But the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose.
So after I buff the surface, we're going to wipe it down with alcohol to clean it, remove any dust that's still on the nail so it doesn't affect our nail art. And
can't have them dusty.
Right,
you gotta clean them.
Can't have them dusty. So yeah, we're just gonna wipe them with alcohol or acetone. Either one works. You just want to remove that dust. So now at this point I figured out what design we was gonna do, and on the pinky and the index finger we're gonna do chrome. No, not chrome. We're gonna do black French tips on those two nails. I did do 2 different designs for the pinky. I don't know if I included both designs, but I did this design for these ones, and then the other set are similar to the design that we do on the thumb. She did say that she really liked, this was a freestyle, so she said that she really liked the chrome drip effect. So I was like, well, let me include it, because I have like 8 different pinky sizes. I was like, well, that's a bunch of nails, and I can split it in half and do the 2 different designs, and she can pick which one she want to use for that.
Yeah, I know how to do this too. You see, that's the A method right there. How to make that French tip. You know, she a good teacher. I'm just a bad listener. I could do that.
Your nails wasn't bad. He's done nails on TikTok Live before, and they were not bad. They were pretty decent.
Weren't good.
Well, that was your second time doing it. It was only his second time.
Hey, my statement still stands.
But people in the comments said that his friendships looks better than theirs, and it wasn't their second time. So you got to take some credit where it's due.
Yeah,
some praise.
All I can do is draw in a straight line.
So yeah, a lot of the times I either go in and do the A method like he explained, where you draw 2 lines on the side and then go in and draw a line across like that, and then you're going to curve out that line. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. It depends on whatever mood I'm feeling in the moment. Sometimes I literally just go in and draw the French tip. So whatever.
I can only do one. If I draw it, it's not going to be a French. It's going to be a tip.
It's just going to be a tip.
Tip.
No French.
No French.
It's going to be German American advice.
German advice. He's going to be an American suggestion. Yeah,
yeah, so, because we only have concepts of plans. But, so I'm just going to go in, fill in the French tip with my brush. Sometimes I go in with the actual polished brush and fill it in. But since we're using black polish, never mind, I just did that. Most of the time I'll do that. But when I'm using a thicker polish, I like to go in with the liner brush, because I want to make sure that I don't put too much polish down, because it will sometimes not fully cure. And we're using black, and I did have this problem. I noticed that my nails were not fully curing in like the last black nail set that I did. But I remember this time, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure to double cure these, because you want that to fully cure. So, now we're gonna go in and do a marble effect. Now I'm gonna let him visually see this and explain it. If I feel like I need to go in and say something, I'm gonna go in and say something. Okay.
All right. So first, you grab the bottle.
Blooming gel.
Because it make it bloom and make it big and pretty.
Now what are we doing?
Putting it on.
A thin layer. We're going to apply a thin layer.
Can't put too much, because now it's going to over bloom. And your nail going to be heavy. You want heavy nail.
No, it was
why you put it on your nail?
Because it was a piece of lint from the white.
Blow up now. Lord,
no, it's not.
Lord, her hands
so
blow up shiny.
right now.
Now that's that.
It's black and white.
That's the colors, black and white. She finna do it like how they do the brush. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Because I do floors like that when I do with the what's it called? Epoxy.
Ham sandwich. Yeah. My bad, y'all. Low battery popped up.
But yeah, I do that with the epoxy right there. And so you put it down just a little bit, right when the gel is still wet, and you use the airbrush to help spread it out. It's gonna give it a cool like design and give it like the wave. It's gonna give it a natural look. Then what you do after that is you go back in with the highlights and you spray it again, because to help accent the parts that you want to do. It gives it a little light, little more life, without mixing it in. It keeps the colors looking natural, flowy, and unique. So no two patterns are ever the same. You get a nice mix of gray from the black and white, which give off that chromish effect.
Yes, because she asked for her colors were gray, chrome, and black, and I was like, well, I don't really want to do gray, so I was like, to incorporate that, I did the marble because the color black and white will mix, so that'll make the gray for her. So now we're just going to go in and do what is this?
You're doing another French'em. Yep.
So we're gonna do a rhinestone French tip on this finger. So I'm going in with Beetle's reflective gel polish under the rhinestone.
It's that new shiny one you got.
Yeah. Oh, you remember it?
Yeah.
I don't remember telling you I got that. Oh, I did show you that. Oh. So yeah. Sorry. Oh, my mom's home. If you see like me pulling lint, it's from my lint-free wipes, y'all. Even though they say they're lint-free, they're not really lint-free.
You may not have no lint.
Oh, hi,
but
Mom.
you don't have the wipe.
I guess we're featuring Dante and my mom. But yeah, so I'm just going in, filling in the French tip. This polish is very thick, so I did put some down on my palette and mix it with a little bit of base coat to help thin it out so that I can actually pick it up on my brush. Yeah, it's real thick. So we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. This was just me checking and making sure that the Frenchies were even. And then, yeah. So after I do this, I'm going to base coat this, buff it, and then we're going to file the tips of it before we go in and do our rhinestone Frenchies. I don't know if I recorded that, but that is an important step. So he's going to explain this because he actually did this design before, so he should know a little something. If he needs help, we'll help. But for help. This part, yeah, he didn't do this part. I just went in. Part. No, you didn't. Not this. The line. We didn't do that last time.
We did it with the black line. You had me draw the outline of it first so I could know exactly where I'm doing it with the sculpting gel.
No.
Then you take the...
That wasn't what we did.
I don't know what we did.
Right. I'm telling...
Look, bro, we did the thing.
I'm going to tell you what we did. Okay. What we did... This is actually easier, I found out. The way that we did it first was we drew... So you trying to kill me? No, hush. We went in first and did the bottom part and we made the outline. Yes, but we filled that in with black and did chrome, and then we went in and did this part. But... yeah. Anyway, since we already didn't talk so much, I gotta hurry up and explain this part. So what I did first was I went in with some black gel polish and I flash cured it. I drew out wherever I wanted the line to go. I flash cured it, and I only flash cured it because I wanted it to still be sticky so that the sculpting gel has something to stick to. When it's the matte nail, it does not stick. So I went in, did that, and then I rolled out the sculpting gel on my hand. You want to make sure that you're wearing gloves using this product. Some people are allergic to it. I'd rather y'all be safe than sorry. I'm not allergic to it, so I don't use gloves. But I went in and I rolled it out on my hands, and then I went over that black line with the sculpting gel. Okay, and then we cured that for 60 seconds. We're gonna put that in a lamp. So now you can explain this part. So
I don't even see. Now you gotta fill in the rest so it's not lonely. And that's what you gonna use right there.
Do you remember what mixture it is?
Nope.
So we're going in with black gel polish and top coat. And do you remember why we use top coat instead of just the black gel polish?
To help the thing stick better, ain't it?
No.
I don't know, bro.
So I like to use black gel polish and top coat because it helps with the reflectiveness. It helps the chrome look more reflective rather than glittery. When you go in with just gel polish,
you did say that.
Yeah, when you go in with just black, it looks more glittery than it does metallic. So that's why we use top coat. So we're gonna cure that for 60 seconds,
and then be chrome.
Yeah, it gotta be chrome. So after we cure that for 60 seconds, we're gonna go in and do our next design while that's curing. So I'm just going in and putting these little 3D bubbles. I was gonna say balls. I like bubbles better. So put the 3D bubbles down and place them, and then we're gonna flash cure them in place before we put it in the big lamp. This is just to make sure that they don't slide while in the big lamp. The flash cure is very strong, so it'll cure it really, really quickly.
Wow.
Exactly. It'll cure it really, really quickly. So I'm just gonna sit that there, and then we're also gonna add another charm on the other side, a cross charm, and we're also gonna flash cure it, but then we're going to fully cure that cross charm on there. And hello, mother. So we're going to place that cross charm down, and we're going to flash cure that one as well, because this is really big, and a lot of times big charms will get in the lamp and they will slide. So I go in with that flash cure lamp and flash cure it so that we don't have to worry about it sliding in the lamp.
Don't need to hit him with that fire. Look at that.
So I will make sure to link my flash cure lamp in the description box for y'all. I do have an Amazon storefront with all of the stuff that I use, and it is separated for y'all. So after we cure the charms under the lamp, I'm gonna go in over this big one with some top coat, because I want to make sure that it's like top coated when we actually go in and do our top coat layer. And then with the little bubbles on the side, we're gonna cover those with builder gel. And we're going to do this because sometimes those, they're painted. So if you rub your hand up against stuff and that top coat layer kind of rubs off, because they are 3D, which sometimes that can happen, they turn like this green color. So I went over it with some builder gel just to give it that extra protection layer so that it does not change colors and rub off.
Safe.
And then after we do that, we're going to top coat that. So now what we're doing, you can explain this part. You should know.
Right. So what you do is you dabbling. That's that chrome dust. Right. And since you just cured that, it's still a little sticky. And so you scrubbing it in there, but you got to put it on. You scrub the ground. You can't just put it on lightly. So she digging on it to get all the colors in there. You got to get in the crevices. You feel me? On the back side, underside. You don't want none of that black that you just had. That's not real. You got to put it down. They never supposed to know it was there. You feel me? That's between you and God. Now she going back, she getting that loose dust off, because everything that's stuck gonna be stuck. You know what I'm saying? But you see how it's not glittery, but it's reflective. It's a metallic. Everything's chrome. That's how we doing it. Then she going back, what's that?
Base coat.
Base coat.
So I use a base coat for chrome. Like I have a base coat that's separated. I only use it over chrome because, like he mentioned, those loose powders will get in that brush. And if you're doing a design that does not require chrome, it will get messed up and have chrome powders on top of it.
So you gotta separate your brushes. It's rules and regulations. You feel me? Keep it clean.
So now on that middle finger that we did that rhinestone French, we're gonna go in and buff up the surface just a little bit so that the glue has something to grip on to, like he mentioned earlier when we were buffing the nails. So we're gonna also file the ends of the nail, because we don't go over the rhinestones with top coat. So that means you cannot file at the end once you place those rhinestones, because then you'll start filing the rhinestones. And also because we're also going to cure a bow down, and that bow kind of hangs off of the nail. And because of that, once again, you won't really be able to file the nail.
So you better do it now, because once it's done, it's dead. You know what I'm saying? You can't file charms. Filing charms is going to make them look a mess. That's going to damage the whole structure of the charm. Now your charm chipping.
Right. So we're doing chrome tiger print on that pinky nail, so that's why we went in and matted the surface, buffed the surface, because once again, you don't want those chrome powders just sticking. So we're going to actually do that first. I guess I was just prepping the middle finger. So these are really easy. He's actually done this design before, so
I think so.
This is the first one that you did.
Oh, yeah, man.
The tiger
So you just making waves in it, basically.
It's really easy. It's not a hard design.
It's not hard. I overthought it a lot. You feel me? Because I'm be trying to be perfectionism, overly precise. Because I feel like I was doing cool. It still looked all right.
So we're going to put that in the lamp, cure that for 60 seconds. And then we're going to base coat and top coat this marble nail because we're done with it. So along with that marble nail, we're going to top coat the index and the thumbnail because those fingers are also done. And then after we take that pinky nail out of the lamp, we're going to chrome that one as well.
Right with you, I feel like Scarface. Like that white bitch with the bob, I'll be your main one. Let's take this argument back up to my place. Sex remind you I'm not violent on your day one. We had shit, yeah. it's magic, yeah. Smash and grab shit, yeah. Nasty habits take a hold when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. The grow when you're not here, I'm saying.
So now we're gonna take that pinky nail out of the lamp after we cured it for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna put our chrome layer on, get our big makeup sponge to remove any excess chrome, and then we're gonna base coat and top coat this nail because we are now done with this design. So now we're going to take our middle fingernail, and this is the last nail that has designs left. And we're going to go in with our Macart Rhinestone glue and glue down the big bow charm, because when you're doing a rhinestone French and you're doing big charms, it's best that you stick those down first so that they don't move, and then place the small rhinestones around the charm. So we're going to flash cure that. And then once we flash cure it, we're going to go in and use Macart Rhinestone glue mixed with top coat. That is what this mixture is on my little palette. It's mixed with top coat because I don't top coat my rhinestones. It makes them look a lot less shiny, and it kind of dulls them out when you go over them with top coat. So I'm just brushing that on with one of my liner brushes, getting a nice thick layer so that we can make sure to push those rhinestones into that glue. And I'm also making sure to get under my bow charm. Sorry I'm out of frame, y'all. I didn't realize that. So yeah, I'm just going in, putting that mixture all over the rhinestone part, the French tip part. You don't need to put it over the entire nail because we're not doing rhinestones over the entire nail. So I had started out with these silver rhinestones, and as I was doing them, I noticed that I did not like how the silver looked, because she did mention that she wants silver, chrome, gray, and black. So I was like, okay, let me do the silver rhinestones instead. But once I got it all, like, started doing it, putting it on the nail, it just was not giving what I knew she probably was going to want. And you'll see me wipe that off and redo it if I put that part in the footage. I don't know if I recorded that part or not. But yeah, I ended up going in with the Crystal AB rhinestones, which kind of have like a multicolored tint to them. And you'll see them once I switch them out. But yeah, these ones just was not giving what needed to be gave. So here, I did forget to record me doing this because I wanted to see what it was going to look like. Even though I've done rhinestone French tips before with these charms, I just still wanted to do that off camera. And as you see, I did change the color of the charms. As y'all can see, these are like multicolored charms. They have like a silver base, but you move them around, they change different colors. So I put those down, did my rhinestone French tip. If y'all want a more in-depth tutorial on rhinestone Frenchies, leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to post one for y'all. So after I flash cure them, I'm going to put my base coat and my top coat layer down. And now that the nails are done, completely done, top coated all of the nails and everything, we're going to go in with my 80 grit file, and we're going to file the tips of the nails. This is to make sure that we get that sharp square look. I don't like it when it's rounded. If that's what you want, you can place that in your order. But as far as when I'm just doing them and filing them, if you don't ask for any specific requests, they're going to get that sharp square look. So if you can see on the middle fingernail, the reason why we went in and filed first, because like I mentioned, the bow charm is hanging off the nail, so it's not going to be able to get filed. That's why you see me put it back down, because I'm like, girl, you're going to file the charm. But yeah, we're just going in, filing all of the tips of the nails and getting them nice and crispy.
Crispy?
Yeah, crispy.
Like the crispy treat? You know they got crispy treat ice cream sandwiches.
Rice Krispie treats?
Yeah, crispy treats.
Who calls them crispy treats?
Look, man.
Yes, I did. You sent me the video. I saw it before you sent it to
I
me.
need that in my life.
But you only get a pack of 3.
Oh, it's okay. We finna go driving to 7 cities for me.
Oh. Well, we could just check the Walmart and Target apps to see if they have them.
Nah.
Oh, you want to go on an adventure? Okay.
Yeah, an excursion.
Gotcha.
We finna go to Timbuktu too.
Okay.
Back.
Why does Lauren have to go on this adventure too?
I want to drive along.
Oh, okay. Well, here's all of the nails, all done. I finished these late last night, y'all. Tell me why I finished these nails while on live in the middle of a tornado.
So if you see some nails blow across the screen a little bit, just know the tornado was on top of her house.
Yeah, oh Lord, I didn't broke one of the stands. Luckily I did just buy some more from Shein, so hopefully I can replace the ones that I've been breaking. But that double-sided tape be double-sided taping, okay? So we're going to pop all the nails off the stand, and then we're going to go in with our E-file and etch the insides of the nails. I like to etch the insides of the nails because it helps with the retention, and it helps the nails last a lot longer when you give them the nail glue something to stick onto. Once again, that's the same reason we go in and buff the nail surface before we put our polish down. You buff your natural nail before you put the glue down. You're going to buff the false nail as well.
You sand the wall before you paint it. you sand the wood before you stain it. If you want a new texture, color, or something to hold, you got to give it something to grab.
Yeah. So I'm just going in on, I'm not going to show me doing all 30 of the nails because this process is very repetitive and it does not need to be filmed for all of them. So we're going to do that. And then once I get all of those nails, the insides of the nails filed, we're going to go in with the 180 grit file and we're going to sand the sides of the nails. So the reason I like to sand and file the sides of the nails is because, especially for the 3D drip design, that 3D line will sometimes get under the nail. So when we go in and sand off the sides, we're making sure that there's no lumps or any ridges that could cause irritation when you're wearing the nails. So you'll see me just running it up against this file just like a couple times depending on how rough it is, and then you can always check to see if it's rough, if it needs more filing. If it doesn't need any filing, run it across the back of your finger, not the back, but run the back of the nail across your finger and you'll be able to feel if there's any as you see me doing here.
Gotta keep it smooth.
Yeah,
you got nails, you don't want it snagging on everything that you grab the shirt, and now you snag, you got a loose string, and now you gotta cut it.
Oh Lord.
Whole process.
So yeah, I'm just going in and doing that for all of those, and then once we do all of the filing, we're gonna go and dust off all of the excess dust. We don't need that. That's not important.
Can't have nobody no dusty nails, because I'm gonna be mad every time.
And so this part I also do kind of like a quality check. Make sure that everything on the nail has been fully cured. Sometimes I might forget to not forget, but I might accidentally put the nail under the lamp halfway, so the ends of the nails might not cure all the way. So this is where I take the time to make sure that everything is fully cured. Now I'm going to go in with alcohol and wipe the insides of the nails to sanitize them, remove any excess dust, and yeah. So, okay. Once we get all of those nails nice and wiped down and dusted off, I'm going to figure out what nails I want to go where on the cards. This part I do take my time with because it's important that my pictures look good. So I make sure people be like, why do you do this? Why do you? It's because when I take them pictures, I need them pictures to look good. A lot of the time, sometimes I might add 12 nails to the card and people will ask, oh, why is there 12 nails? Why is there this many nails? Y'all, it's for the aesthetic. Okay, there's no other reason.
You gotta be pretty.
So I'm just going in, and this nail I realized was slanted. I don't know if y'all can definitely see it. It was slanted, and I put it on my hand just to make sure it was slanted before I started filing it, but it was definitely slanted. So I just went in and reshaped that nail, and then we're gonna get another card because the tape on this card is not long enough.
In the top tier ride with you, I feel like Scarface. Like that white bitch with the bob, I'll be your main one. Let's take this argument back up to my place. Sex remind you I'm not violent, I'm your day one. We had shit, yeah. It was magic, yeah. Smash and grab shit, yeah. Nasty habits take a hold when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. The grow when you're not here. I'm saying I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I lose and miss the moment?
So once I get the new tape down, we're gonna start sticking them. I like to make sure that the tops are even. I don't really care about the bottom being even. The nails are not the same size. They're the same length, but not the same size. The thumbs are usually longer, and then it gets shorter all the way down to the pinkies. So the pinkies do end up being shorter than the rest of the nails. This is how a lot of nail brands run. But here's the nails all done. We're gonna take some alcohol and wipe the tops of the nails off to sanitize those as well, because the top is just as important as the back. And then we're going to take a dry wipe and remove any smudges that might have been left from the alcohol wipe, wet stains, or, stuff like that. But here's what the nails look like. Do you want to say any finishing words?
Shop more.
Oh, okay.
Watch, learn. Have a great day.
So yeah, guys, here's what the nails look like. And then if you are interested in placing an order, you can message me on Instagram for customs, or if you don't have Instagram, you can comment down below and I'll let you know where you can find me at. But I do have a website that you can also buy pre-made, ready to ship sets, and also there's a couple custom options on there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you have any suggestions or video ideas that you want to see me post, and I'll be sure to try to create those. But these nails came out so cute, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out all my other videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find